What's up, everybody? It is Rivals, and welcome to our little YouTube show. Are we famous yet?
Are we famous yet?
No.
Wop, wop.
Womp womp. Yeah, so we're going on tour, Josh. We're doing it. We're doing a tour. We're doing a headliner.
I'm excited.
I'm scared.
Why are you scared?
I'm nervous.
Why are you scared?
Because what if nobody shows up?
Hey, my mom's going to show up.
Okay.
That's dope.
All right. She's coming every day?
Every day. She's going to come on tour with us. No, actually, I'm sorry, Mom. I love you. I would just probably die.
I don't think I could bring my mom either, to be fair. That would be crazy.
If I could bring anyone on tour, animal or not, it would be Roshi.
Bring my dog. You bring my dog on our tour.
That would just make, we could be broken down in the middle of nowhere.
And Roshi would be so excited.
He'd be so happy, and he would make me happy.
Yeah. The day I can bring Roshi on tour is going to be the best day of my life. And for everybody here, his name is Roshi, not Yoshi.
Yeah, why did you... What is Roshi anyways?
It's Master Roshi from Dragon Ball Z.
That's right.
Yeah.
Although Spencer is kind of like our Roshi.
He's not a horn dog.
A horn dog?
That's what Master Roshi.
No, I meant I just meant like something. Yeah, you're right. He's not.
He's not.
That's me.
What? You definitely are not.
No, what was it? Oh God, what was the joke that I said in the text? It was so you want to party? Or no, what did I say?
I forgot.
You trying to get loose? You trying to let loose?
Josh tried to hit on this girl once. Actually, this is a great tour story. Josh had this girl come up to him at the bar.
No, she messaged me on the DMs and I didn't know who it was.
And she goes, hey, what did she say to you?
She was like, hey, I'm here at the show. Like, what are you guys up to later?
And he said, I don't know, you want to let loose? What the fuck does that mean?
It means whatever you want it to mean.
What does that mean?
That's what you led with?
That's what
First
yeah.
I didn't know who it was.
You want to let loose?
And then she was like,
let
I'm
loose?
standing right behind you, and then said a word I'm definitely not going to say out loud.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Yeah, I was a little perplexed.
Yeah, that was an interesting, where was that?
That was Portland.
Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
I love
Portland is a crazy
love-hate
city.
relationship
Yeah.
with Portland.
I love Portland. I love the weather. I love the coffee. I love the people. I don't enjoy, having people walk to our van with knives out. That's not cool.
Yeah, we've told that story a couple times in different interviews, so you can probably find that one. But
you did give them permission to let loose.
You did not in fact give permission for Portland to let loose.
That's true. That is true.
You did be doing that.
I did be doing that.
Yeah.
So where are we playing on tour?
Oh gosh, so many places. I'm just gonna do this. Bow. And they're gonna come up on screen.
Like magic.
Zero looking at you.
Like magic.
We're playing the West Coast and the Midwest.
West Coast?
Midwest.
Miss.
The East Coast. My bad. And the West Coast, Orlando, Atlanta, New York City, Boston, Washington, D.C., Hartford. I put Hartford on the flyer and everyone's like, it's Hartford. And I was like, shit. Ashbury Park, New Jersey. We're doing Cleveland. Columbus. Clevis. I mixed Columbus and Cleveland together. Clevis. Milwaukee, Minneapolis, and Jackson, Michigan, which is like an hour outside of Detroit. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, the Jackson one, that's going to be a festival too. That's going to be a big old metal rock festival.
We're playing with Framing Hanley. That's who plays the date that we're playing.
Why does that sound familiar?
They have that one cover that slaps. And I know they're probably so pissed off about the cover because that's what got them big. Or maybe they like it. I don't know.
Yeah, the same thing happened for I Prevail, and they're riding with it right now.
Roll with it, bro. Roll
Yeah,
with it.
might as well.
Yeah, they had a cover. It was
Is it Lollipop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a lollipop. They made a music video for it and everything is like a party.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I have to watch that. I'm excited for the Havoc Fest. What is that? That's going to be that's later on. But anyways, I'm excited because Kitty, which is like this Canadian new metal band that's been around since the 90s, is like in full force now. And I haven't seen them in forever. And so they're playing. I'm really excited to see that.
I'm excited for Boston. I like Boston.
Yeah.
It's so clean.
It's clean.
It's really clean. It's also one of the most expensive cities to live in.
Is it
you know
really?
That? Yeah.
It beat Los Angeles?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's really expensive to live in Boston.
Interesting.
Did you know MIT is somewhere in Massachusetts?
Yes.
I didn't know
Sure
that. And
did.
so it was
Didn't know
like a
that.
billion colleges. They're all
Yeah.
in Boston or near
Yeah.
Boston, I guess.
Is that your favorite city that you were in?
It's so hard to pick a favorite city. There's
Yeah.
so many good ones. You know what's funny? I used to have an absolute hatred for Florida, but it's growing on me. I kind of like Orlando. I kind of like Orlando. The shows are
cool.
always lit. There's all of the theme parks, and I'm a theme park. I love theme parks. I'm like such a theme park bitch.
We do spend a lot of time in Florida now that I think about
We
it.
do. I like Florida. It's growing on me, and I like Orlando because it's warm, but it's not near the beach. Because I'm not a big beach person. Fun fact. Bing. Fun fact about Kaylee: she's not a big ocean person. It's scary down there.
It's dark.
It's dark, it's scary, and I don't like the dark. It's scary.
Sharkies.
The sharks are coming from. Actually, it's not the sharks that scare me.
The squids?
It's the everything else that looks like a gooey alien.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fish.
They're friends, not food.
oceans-
Did you guys hear
That was
recently
a
that they found, scientists found like another ocean underneath our ocean? Like
Sorry,
it's,
how?
Yeah, they found like this like fake wall, and the wall was moving. Are you talking about that?
I think so.
It was so they found this like bottom of what they thought was the bottom of the ocean, and it's not. It's a wall of fish.
Oh, what?
It's
Wait,
so many
what?
fish. There are so many fish in this vicinity.
It's a school of fish just
It's
moving?
just a giant school of fish. There's so many fish that they thought it was the bottom of the ocean, but they're like, it's moving. Why is it moving?
Wow,
How
that's
terrifying
crazy.
is that? What's below it?
Are we talking about the deep scattering layer?
Is that what it is? I don't know the name of it. I watch a lot of STEM TikTok. That little STEM section. If you turn it on, if you're on TikTok,
I have no.
it's
I
really
don't have
interesting.
TikTok. It's a layer of marine life that
Yeah.
moves apparently.
Interesting.
They literally thought it was the bottom of the ocean. Sorry, this is so irrelevant to touring, but I just had to bring it up because if you also are not you're scared of the ocean.
Is that what that thing is that they found? Like, I guess after that big old earthquake that just happened, like semi-recent. Oh no, after the eclipse or whatever, that semi-recently happened. There was like that big old like bloop that opened up. That like I was on these like maps or whatever.
Big old bloop.
Yeah, it was like a big old space that they found on all this like these different radar maps, and it just like was massive. It was like the size of Texas, and it was just kind of moving around. And it was like it came from Antarctica, and then it started like showing up off the coast of Australia, and then it would go away, and then it would
It's
come
not
back.
that. I know what you're talking about. I looked into that and I can't remember what the out verdict was. But
Was it
it's
gas?
I don't remember what it was, but it wasn't anything like it wasn't some giant creature or anything. It was
No,
like there
I
was
mean,
like
but-
an explanation for
Oh,
it.
there was? Okay.
Yeah. But no, this is like it doesn't move. Like this giant. It's like where it is where it is. Like it
just stays
It just
there.
like what's below it.
Yeah.
What's underneath
yeah.
it? Why are they all coagulating in one area?
Yeah, the short version here is that it on sonar it reads as like a false bottom or a phantom bottom to the ocean, and it rises and falls, which is why they're pretty sure that it's just a dense layer of marine life.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'll let you soak that in and be terrified.
So we know Kaylee likes Florida, but not for the fish. Josh, what's your favorite city to
I do
tour
like
in?
the sushi though.
The sushi do be tight.
Yeah.
My favorite city is actually New York City. There's so many different like boroughs. Like I personally love Brooklyn myself, but just the city itself, New York City itself as a whole is fantastic. There's so much art. There's so much like just cool people. I don't know why everyone says it like they're rude out there. They're not at all.
I don't think people in New York are rude.
Yeah, no,
I just think
it's-
everyone's doing their thing. But I
Yeah.
also think we're from LA and like I'm also used to people doing their own thing
Yeah.
and like ignoring. So I guess if you come from like say the South, I could understand why you'd be like they're rude. They're
Yeah.
no,
I could see that. I
But
could see
I
that.
don't. I think I also just mind my business,
Mhm.
and so I just.
I mean, we
people
don't
are
have a lot
doing-
of time to travel. Like,
Yeah,
so we
people
just
are
gotta
doing
go
them,
do
and
our
I'm
thing.
doing me, and like, I like that. Don't talk to me. Don't even look at me. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
the South, coming up in the South, I am not from LA. I am very much from Alabama.
Yeah.
And it's a slower pace. I mean,
It is,
everybody's
yeah.
got time to sit and talk to everybody, and there's no minding your own business. There's none of that.
Yeah.
And so New York City, like
It's getting into
Southerners
everyone's
probably,
business.
it's culture shock is all it is.
Yeah.
When you're from a place like LA where it just makes sense, there's a hustle, there's
Yeah.
there's somewhere to be all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah, there is always some places to be. I have kind of like a rating system when it comes to like different cities and stuff like that. And number one is what kind of food is there. And New York City has some of the craziest, most delicious food.
I mean, it's like it's the most diverse and dense city in America,
Yeah.
so it makes sense.
I tend to also, I think this is actually kind of a funny story. The first time we played at Kingsland in Brooklyn, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember I went on a walk, and I remember you guys were like calling me, blowing up my phone because you didn't know where I was for like an hour.
We were scared. Okay, it was our first time in New York. We were scared.
It was cool. I
was scared.
Were you really?
Well, I mean, you go to a city you've never been to before, and you hear all the propaganda, like New York's scary, and like I mean,
we didn't know we were.
Yeah, every city is scary. Like every city is scary, depending on where you are or what you're doing, or like every city has its scary moments. So
that's true. That's true. I loved it. I love just like going off by myself whenever I go to. A
I love
city.
New York now.
New York's cool.
New York's actually, I really like New York. I don't know if I would ever live there, but I do enjoy going there. Like,
yeah,
and it took me New York is another one of those states or cities that like at first I did not love, and then over time, once we're like. The van is parked and we're in the city.
Oh, yeah.
And I can just get out and go do what I need to do. I like it a lot more.
Yeah, that's
But like
true.
the stress of getting into the city, it just like, the anxiety.
Yeah, no, that is very true. It's like having proper parking allows you to kind of relax for that moment.
It does, yeah.
And then you can kind of venture off and do your own thing. But that being said, we'll be in New York City on this tour. So I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, I love New York. Every time I think of New York, I think of K-Day. And I think of her on the subway. She was like, oh, we're going to take the subway. I'll show you around. And we're like, okay. And she starts having a full-blown Broadway performance on the subway, pointing at us, dancing along the poles, being just K-Day. If you don't know her, but K-Day is like, I love her. And yeah, she just was crazy on the subway. And all of us were like,
we got to find a photo of K-Day. Just put it right here.
But yeah, so that was like one of my favorite memories. Actually, I have a New York memory that doesn't even involve touring. I went to New York once with Electra as like a trip. We were 18, 19, we were young. And we went to a restaurant that was a sushi restaurant, but like ninja. So they would like come out of the walls and like
serve you.
Yeah, literally, like the walls would open up and they would like put your sushi in front of you and
so
stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, it was really cool, and they would like jump out at you and stuff.
This is like a Manhattan thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, of course it was. I was with Electra. Of course, I was in Manhattan.
I want to go. We should go to Manhattan one day. I've never been to Manhattan.
It's really, I mean, it's Manhattan. It's really nice.
That'd be cool. Yeah. Or like, what's that park right there too? Isn't that the?
You're talking about Central Park, the world's most famous park.
Yeah.
What's that little park there?
The tiny little one that's like in every movie.
Well, we went to Washington Park. We walked around there. That was cool.
Yeah, we've been to a few really
Soho
famous
was right
parks.
there too. That was really nice. But yeah, I'm excited. Yeah. Super done.
Yeah. All right. We're going to call it quits on this one. We're just giving you a little bit of our favorite spots. We should do another one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, but thank you guys so much for joining us here, and we'll see you on tour. Bye.
Bye.